Hi everyone, I'm Scott from Sharky's Floral and Greenhouses, and today we got kind of an exciting topic, deadheading petunias. And I think this might be a little bit controversial because I bet some of you will absolutely disagree with me. That's okay, we can still be friends, right? So I think there's this big misconception when it comes to the petunias, and I'm going to zero in, I'm going to get real specific, okay? What we're talking about today are the super petunias, okay? We're not talking about bedding plant petunias, okay? That's a different topic. But deadheading super petunias, do you need to do it? I'm of the belief that no, you do not, okay? The petunias are gonna flower and go through that cycle, and a lot of people are just really concerned that they're gonna have this great big hanging basket and it's gonna be a lot of work. Okay, I've got a lot of petunias in our landscaping, all right? We have 10 of the great big gigantic hanging baskets. They're 5-6 feet in diameter. We have at least 2 of the great big petunia trees. We have pots all over, like big 200-300 gallon pots. We have a lot of petunias in our landscaping and in our yard. And you know how much time I spend deadheading petunias each week? Absolutely 0 time. I spend no time at all deadheading petunias. Now, do I deadhead geraniums and angelonia and gazanias and lobelia? Yes, absolutely. Those are flowers that you'll need to spend some time deadheading. Do I spend any time deadheading super petunias? No, none. Okay? So I really want to clear up this misconception that if you get one of these great big hanging baskets, they're going to be a lot of work. They're not. They're actually very little work. But you have to be doing things right, okay? So the care has to be right on, all right? So taking care of the hanging baskets correctly and fertilizing. Fertilizing is going to produce the flowers. So it's going to push out new flowers. If you don't fertilize, then yeah, you're going to spend some time deadheading, because what it's going to do is it's going to go through this natural, so this flower's done, okay? And it's going to kind of wilt down, and that's going to fall off. Now normally the wind takes care of most of that, but if you can see right in here, that is going to be a seed pod. And what's going to happen is it's going to dry down, and then it's going to almost open up like a little bird's beak, and it's going to throw out little petunia seeds. We don't want it to do that, all right? We don't want a hanging basket full of little green foliage and petunia seeds. We want a petunia basket that is absolutely full of flowers. So how do we do that? We fertilize. We force it into throwing out more flowers, more and more flowers. So fertilizing at least once a week is going to keep that petunia flowering. So yes, you'll get some flowers, and some of you are like really, some of you have a living room where you could eat off the floor, all right? Not my living room, all right? So I know some of you are like really fussy about things, and this would just bug you, wouldn't be able to sleep. If it does, fine, take it off there. But generally speaking, you don't have to spend much time at all deadheading. And if you do, the correct way is going to actually be pinching this behind here. So taking that whole pod right off, and we're going to make that flower again. Again, fertilizing once a week is going to do that. So if you're a person that gets real crazy, stir crazy, if you have any dead flowers on there, that's fine. You're not going to hurt it by deadheading, but what I'm saying is you don't need to spend the hours and hours and hours deadheading, okay? We have those great big petunia trees that you see in our yard, and I was so excited. One of our customers, she's up in upstate New York, she has this great big petunia tree, and she sent a picture to us, and it looked beautiful, and she shared that picture on one of the big Facebook gardening sites. And we were so excited that it got shared like 76,000 times. So I mean, it just went viral, and people are commenting, and just tens of thousands of comments. And it was really kind of cool to look through all those comments, and they're like, oh wow, that's beautiful, and good job, and blah blah blah. But every 100th comment, some Debbie Downer is like, I would never want that. That's just, she probably spends all her time deadheading. And what we understand is she spends no time deadheading. So don't look at a petunia like this or even the petcoas. This is not a petunia. This is actually a petunia hybrid of the petunia and the caliber koa. And you might get a little bit here and there, but the wind is going to take care of that. They're at their worst in the greenhouse because they don't have the wind rustling through it. That wind is going to take those the dead petunia, the dead flowers off of it. So again, fertilizing once a week is going to force those flowers out. That's what we want. We want big, beautiful hanging baskets that are lots and lots of flowers. You get that by fertilizing once a week. So don't let it scare you off that one of these big petunia hanging baskets is a lot of work. Actually, it's not much work at all. So please reconsider and think about it and just try it out, and I think you'll be happy. You know, you can disagree with me, but give it a shot and see what happens. I promise you, you'll be thanking me. They're not that much work. All right. So I hope I've piqued your interest, and that you'll reconsider petunias if you're one of those Debbie Downers that is like, oh, I can't do it. Okay. So give it another shot. We'll see you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.